Hello and welcome back to the letter, and we're getting pretty close to where we left off with Ashton, so I'm curious as that... I would imagine that if anything after... right where Ashton's story ended, I imagine after that point we actually get more choices, because we haven't made any decision at all so far with Luke, so... let's see. Though it's dark and the large windows illuminate the area much more easily than any of the rooms. Yes... as it's freaking the fuck out for whatever reason, I don't know. Okay. Now, from where I stand at the top of the stairs, I can easily make out their forms. Recognize them even. That was like over here, but okay. You start from the stairs. It's all gone crazy when these intruders come into my house. I'm no stranger to a cop playing dirty. Smart ones knew that neither life nor criminals are going to play fair. But Lily, the stage agent, she doesn't seem sort. Daisy too? Well, kindly think of Miss Pink if the poor tyke finds out about this. I mean, Lacey cares. Oh, not to mention Mint. So it's Daisy, Lily, and Mint. I just realized that. Okay, interesting nickname he's given everyone. Not to mention Mint. And I trusted her. I trusted her to be a professional, at the very least, for fuck's sake.
Well, what have we here? If I were any less sober, I'd say this is the beginning of a joke.
Bloody trespassers, what's wrong with these people? Do they really think I'll be fine with them walking to my home like this? What are they even doing in here? If I didn't know any better, they might also be behind Hannah's disappearance.
That's right, my love.
Oh no. They must have a motive.
Make them pay.
Oh no. And it better be a good one.
All the wrong made to us.
This guess has some sort of power to be able to do the best you can to influence Luke. So, or a bullet to the head is the least all of them will deserve. Don't make a habit of harming women, of course, but this is just crossing the line.
Let's see. A high school teacher, a real estate agent, and an interior designer walk into a mansion.
It would have been slightly extended if Zach were alive. Oh shit, okay, that kind of freaked me out. So thunder crackles once again, cutting me off. This time its sound hits close enough that it nearly feels as if the windows, the ground itself, are rumbling. All is deathly still for a moment. It don't let it stop me, however, as I slowly make my way towards them, taking one careful step at a time, relishing the expression of fear in their eyes. I suppose there's something ominous in this setting. The heavy rain outside and the lack of light here. Kinda like it, to be honest. Okay, add something to the atmosphere. I suppose I must look like the villain now. But sure of me getting close to them, noise to my left distracts me, briefly halting my movements while curiosity takes over every murmur in my head. It's a good thing, perhaps, that I did, because as soon as I look up, I see him. The detective from a few days ago. The one Lee mentioned. Just as he's about to jump down from furniture that has somewhere ended up piled and blocking the door to the parlor. What happened there? Did he really think it's alright to do that in other people's houses? Lot.
Teach him, my lord.
Oh no.
Put him in his place.
I really hope everything goes well with them. If anything, every choice I've done to this point could easily affect how Luke plays out, given that we've not got to do anything with him. Except for give Hannah flowers. That's it. So, hands are already moving before any rationale can stop me. Fingers firm at a gun when I finally release the safety from it, take aim. Not him, but as friends. They are his, aren't they? Why else would they be here together? Doesn't matter. I know his kind follows some form of moral standard. He won't let an innocent be harmed, especially people he cares about. My finger on the trigger is more than itching to shoot, but I hold back. Sure, I could have simply taken aim at him. But more than seeing him bleed, I want to see the expression on his face once he realizes that everything he's doing is futile. He's trapped. Lives are in my hand. His life's in my hand.
Had I known there would be a party in my own home tonight, I would have opened a bloody bottle or two. People these days, in my own home. Can you believe it? I feel so left out.
I mean, you were late to your own party last time, Luke. So, till the exact moment the realization dawned on him. Short second of his body freezing and blood draining from his face. As soon as his feet hits the floor and he looks up. Oh, so Luke knows him way before. Okay. So he's already pretty trapped by his own recklessness. It's so weird seeing Luke's perspective and just hearing the ghosts. Because they didn't hear this at all.
And really, Daisy, even you, what would Kylie say?
Luke, this isn't what you're thinking. You have to listen to us. There's something going on here.
Well, obviously, why else would people be trespassing in my home? What about little Lily over there, then? What's your excuse? Checking back if your clients are doing okay? Is that it? Is this...
Whoops. I mean, we've heard before, so... We're doing good, by the way.
Sir, please.
Oh, please, what?
We need to get out of this place. You need to leave.
Tut-tut, not a good enough excuse, darling. You people are the ones who need to get out of my sight.
Again, I'm pretty sure I said it before, but that's the reason why they're trying to leave.
Don't worry. I might consider pressing lighter charges for the woman. Can't say the same for Feathers here, though. But really now?
Sorry, people need to stop breaking into my house.
This is how you want to start the week. Why don't we just go with a bloody massacre if we want to surprise people in their homes, huh?
It's just a passing from Mark, of course. I'm not stupid enough to do something that'll bring negative attention to myself. Yet you done. Why am I saying dumb? You've done stuff. Oh my god. You've done something poor, so... Yeah. It's not like it's the first song like this happened, I guess. So reputation and all that, I can't just risk it. The thought of having dead bodies here, ones that I'm not even responsible for, they're the ones who trespassed. It's really quite too much. It'll literally be overkill, especially for someone like me. Nevertheless, joke or not, Feathers wastes no time drawing his own gun at the slight wave of my own. Even if he knows it's already too late. Then they point guns at each other. Still, he glares at me. Still, he fights back.
Now, Feathers. Manners. You're in no position to be pointing that gun at people.
There's no desperation in him like I'm hoping. Just an annoyance flickering shortly before being hidden underneath a challenge. The likes of him are the kind of people I hate the most. Even with their failures already glaring down at them, mocking every worthless move they make, they have the impudence to stare people in the eye.
Why don't you put yours down first, and then we'll talk about manners.
Oh, he talks back. The gall. You know, your kind pisses me off so much.
Annoying most of the time, like a damn pest you can't be rid of. But to some degree, it is. Commendable. I'll give him that. After all, we're almost the same in that regard. Almost. I'm still the better person, of course. No, you're not. Tell me to put the gun down, but I see no reason why I should. I'm a home owner. In defense of my own home, I have the right to, I'd like to think. Questionable permit of firearms aside, it's not like I wanted this. But I'm already high-strung and their presence does not help. Bloody peasants. You never seem to figure how their minds fully work. This one, for example, despite the pride brimming in him. Oh, because I made a decision to put the gun, or his gun down, instead of Luke's. So he matches my glare with one of his own, sending lowers his pistol after a long second, not surrender. The tense set in his shoulder tells me as much, but the closest he can get to lowering his own ego in favor of something I can't quite place. Interesting. Gotta admit, I'm almost disappointed.
As you should be, my lord.
expected him to hold until one of us shoots the other. Can't say it'll be more exciting that way. The bullet inside any part of my body isn't something I'd like to have a bad day like today, or any day for that matter. But it'll sure be predictable of him. And I like predictability. Predictable. They're the kinds of people who are the easiest to deal with, no matter the situation. With them, there's no second guessing that what they'll do. He shoots, I shoot, one of us dies, the other walks away, nothing complicated. Nothing requiring much brain power, just muscle memory and who's the better shooter, and end of story. Yet here he is dragging a deep breath and setting aside the only thing protecting him. I can't really shoot him this way, be done with this whole farce of a conversation. Instead, I find myself listening. Conscious consents for a person who, in another life, would have become the person I am today, had his circumstances allowed it. Damn shame. Might have gone along.
Listen, right. I need you to.
Alas,
You broke into my house, and somehow, you expect me to listen like a good little boy.
I mean, yeah. You kind of makes no sense to just immediately attack someone, even if they're in your own house, without having to ask them at least for some sort of reason, not just, hey, intruder, fuck you. Just not give him a second to say anything.
Are you a bit touched in the head, Feathers? I'm not the one breaking laws here.
Look here, fucker. If I wanted you dead, I could have done it so many times already. In fact, I can easily shoot you down right here, right now. And you won't be able to do a damn thing, even with that gun.
Meeting of two prideful blokes will never go well, whichever lifetime it is. I can only laugh at his audacity, his lack of shame and fear, even facing business end of my pistol.
You know what I'm thinking right now? In another lifetime, we would have probably gotten along well.
The best truth I can offer him, not many people, those who have slighted me in particular, live this long to see it.
You should be grateful. You're already gracious enough, allowing him to stand in your presence like this.
Gosh, this ghost. Yes, especially when he has a lot to answer. Preferably right now, because as generous as I have been so far, my patience has its limits. My amusement can only last for so long. 2 steps, I'm staying in front of him, grabbing him by the collar and resting the cold muzzle of the eagle against his temple. Ashton,
Luke, no!
he'll end up a pretty smear on the wall this close.
This loud a lesson.
What is it that you people really want with me? This is the 3rd time this week, and I'm really getting weary of this little game.
I can only imagine he'll say it the 2nd time this week if we didn't fucking barge in with Zach.
Did the NCA send you to apprehend me? Or has somebody paid you off to kill me? Which one is it, Feathers? Mind you, my arm's getting tired. Better answer quick if you don't want to meet the business end of this gun.
And he knows it. Of course he does. He's a trained officer, isn't he? But not many bother to be as cautious as him. One glimpse at my handgun safety earlier is all it took for him to see I mean business. Similar, too alike in so many little ways it's funny. And the fact that he doesn't even flinch no matter how heavy the threats in my words are. Even knowing how one flick of my finger trigger will be enough to end his sorry life. Should have caved in by now, started begging like so many others before him. That he throws more virtual, adds more kindling to a fire already burning.
I'm not with NCA. I'm just here to help. There's something else in this house, and we're all in danger. You have to believe me, right? You need to let us go. You need to get out of here before it's too late. If you want to keep your sorry ass alive, you'll listen to people with more brain cells than you.
And igniting it further that I can't help but turn it to him with equal fever. You don't need him, my love.
Why, you
Oh,
insolent-
God. Both decide to move in that moment, both our bodies tensing, each of us racing to get ahead of the other. However, before we can even get a head start, a voice unexpectedly rings above the chaos about to ensue. Oh, and then Hannah barges in now.
Help me. Please.
How is this gonna play out? Because this is where it ended last time. So, always been cautious, careful, cutting off trouble's head before things can escalate if I'm able. That's why I deal with the like of Harvey, Suarez, and Johannes. For all who we are, all the enemies the likes of us can make. This thing has never happened before because I do everything to make sure it doesn't happen. So to see Hannah in danger, don't quite know how to feel or what to do. All the times for there to be a hostage situation. If this is even one, why now? Good fucking god, what is going on here?
Help me. Please. Please make it stop.
I wonder if she even knows that the ghost is holding her like this. Because I'm pretty sure everyone else can see this situation right now. But I think death would be preferable if my senses of self-preservation was shot to high hell. It would deprive me of choice and of responsibility in the matter. And I don't want to think about how fast my heart beats, so that I hardly hear anything other than my own heartbeat and her pleading.
Please. They're in my head. Screaming. It hurts so much.
Oh, so the ghost is like really in her head then. What do I do? What can one do against someone holding your life in their hands? The one that looks more monster than man. The woman's expression turns into one of amusement and her laughter fills the air. I want to call her out on it. There's a rage simmering just beneath my skin. My own scream dies down my throat. And all I'm able to muster is a pathetic croak. That's as if this is all some sick joke. Breath becomes a bit too shallow for my liking. I feel like I'm on a precipice where one wrong move can lead to someone dying. It's crazy. All of it.
Luke, help me, please. I can't.
Something in me snaps. There's a switch in my head that wants to go one way or the other. What do I do? Oh no. Oh no, because with Luke, anything could go wrong for everyone else. Demand Hannah's release? Okay, yep. Okay. So now we maxed her out. So what am I doing? Why am I even hesitating? I won't go so far to claim that I am any sort of decent human being. But this is Hannah, wife I'm talking about here. What sort of husband, what sort of father would I be if I just stood by only while she was in danger? That doesn't change the fact that this is all fucking insane, of course. Having all these intruders is crazy. To think about going at this thing is crazy. I can hardly classify it as a person in my eyes. Perhaps a maggot that needs to be crushed under my shoe, just like the rest of this. Oh god. Just like the rest of this sorry lot. The person, hardly. But I care none for any of it. They don't matter. All that matters is that Hannah and my children are in danger. But cold pours over me, freezes me in place once more when I try to make demands. To take a deep breath, grip my teeth, and seal my fists to even find the courage to speak up.
Let go of her. Don't hurt her. Whatever it is you want. Just don't you dare hurt her.
Oh, who knows what that is, though. And if my voice isn't as firm as I'd like, it doesn't matter. I'll beg and plead if I have to. My knee and bending my fucking proud neck may even break it just to make sure she's safe. It's not her life alone that is in danger, our children's lives are on the line. Even mine, perhaps. Because I don't know what I would do if anything happened to Hannah. And I'll plead for the woman who will be the mother of my children. The cold stillness is gone from my body and my very skin feels like it's on fire. And I have to shout, scream at her when Hannah continues to cry out in pain.
What do you want? Money? Is that it? I give you however much you want.
Luke, please make it stop. I want it to stop.
Just stop whatever it is you're doing to her. Can't you see she's hurting?
I can't stand for this.
Go of her now.
I say it with such ridiculous conviction, and of course, she won't listen. Why would she? She has the upper hand here. There's no reason for her to do as I ask. But her voice is but a whisper and deathly slow, and I'm hard-pressed to hear it over the pounding of my heart in my ears. She speaks, the one from the gardens and the servant girl from the ballroom. The hallucination, vision, memories, whatever they were. Hush settled over the room as we listen. Do you really wish to be with her? There are no second thoughts.
More than anything. So please, let her go.
A life for a life? I hope this doesn't involve Ash dying. So, though her expression doesn't change, I have this most awful feeling that it wasn't the answer she was looking for. See how the woman's fingers tie around Hannah's throat. Hear the hitch in her breath, and I fear that I've made the worst decision speaking out. I didn't think she would listen, but she does. And a hand on Hannah's back sends her falling down the stairs. To catch her, and that sends us both sprawling at the foot of the stairs. Does Hannah die? A life for a life? Oh no. Oh, this part hasn't been yet occurred. Wait, the woman continued to release his wife. There was the anger in her face. Okay, so I hand Hannah's back falling and moved to cat. Okay, yeah, I just read that. So with my back to the ground and her on top of me, pain doesn't even register in my head. All I can worry about is Hannah and the baby's well-being as they pull both of us off the ground and away from the stairs, away from her.
Are you alright, Hannah? Are you hurt?
And it takes much too long for my liking before she speaks. All she's able to do for a moment is whimper in pain, hand to her throat. And when she does manage to speak, her voice is far too faint, along with the hold she has on my arm. It's terrifying to see her like this, and to think I nearly lost her.
You're fine, Luke. I'm sorry. Just give me a moment.
For a moment we forget, but
You deserve each other.
aw. That's a different situation that I would have heard from her. Okay. So just hearing her voice triggers something in Hannah. She starts to tear up. Face contorts into one of pain and fear. I grab her by the shoulders to keep her in place so that she can see me and only me, so that I can only see her too.
Look at me, Hannah. Look, I'm here. You're safe. I won't let her hurt you again. Do you understand? Just breathe.
I don't know exactly what in bloody hell is going on. Yeah, I can't find it in me to care. However these people are and whatever they're here for, these are not acceptable conditions for a pregnant woman. For all I know, this is all some dumb charade to get to me. All the times I've seen the one before, it could have all been an act to get to me, to get under my skin. To think they dare hurt Hannah. For all the fear that I had felt, seeing her touch Hannah, I can only think of her as an actress in grotesque makeup. My hand still shakes, the fear not having quite gone, but anger fills me as I look at the woman sneer on my face.
How dare you! I don't care who you are, but how dare you touch Hannah!
Ooh, Luca's pissed.
I want you out of my house, out before I call the police and have you put away for the rest of your miserable life! And that goes for all of you!
Okay. I hold my ground, firm and strong with my declaration. But the nerve of her, she slaps in my face. Terrible, dreadful laugh that makes me feel as if there are ants crawling my skin, maggots screaming into my ears.
You are telling me to get out of your house.
I guess that is true, because technically it's hers, right?
You threatened to lock me up.
She laughs and she laughs.
What's so funny? What are you laughing at? None of this is funny!
But she persists, and it almost feels like her voice is in my head.
Oh, no different. No different. You're all the same. You can all suffer together.
Okay, and that is when everything turns to complete utter shite. Oh, okay, and now everything's changed. Just like it said in our journal. Okay, so we have everyone except for Zach, of course. Again, I imagined he'd be right here. But nope, he's the only person we've killed so far. There's still a chance we can kill Luke or everyone else. So, it's a slow thing, whisper more than bang as the darkness creeps into every corner of the room. The walls shudder and groan. Blood runs from the ceiling, crawls down the walls, and stains the floor. It feels as if life itself is being sucked from the house slowly but surely. The beauty of the place is gone, with only dead, decaying remains of the mansion left in its wake. I don't have to wonder if it's just the foyer that's become this nightmarish place. I already hear it. Gone are the growling thunder and the lashing of rain wind against the foyer's high windows. All of it has been replaced by a more grated sound. Oh gosh. a cacophony voices from nowhere and everywhere echoing throughout the now horrid walls. Voices that neither belongs to us nor the people who live here.
What's going on?
What the heck? Oh, I wonder if that's the Lord and the Lady. Throughout the house, shouts of alarm and surprise ring out, mirrored to the horror creeping up in each of us. Who won't be shocked? This is insane. I mean, Daisy, feisty woman that she is, trembles at the sight of it. Clinging desperately to Lily, while Feather stands protectively in front of the two. Brave of him, I have to admit, to put himself in the front line like that. Though it doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't feel the same fear as the rest of us. Something I don't blame him for. There seems to be no end in sight to this insanity. Anything that does only feel like it's the beginning, but the end.
Help me! Oh my god! Please, somebody! Anybody!
This ghost has really killed so many people, hasn't she?
Who are you?
Huh?
Stay away! No. Stay away! Stay away!
Johannes?
No! She's here! You've got to let me out! She's gonna kill me! Someone! She's...
Oh, so they got locked inside the mansion and got killed. Screams filled the mansion. She laughs all the while, a harsh, agonizing sound that goes on for what feels like forever. Gosh, this place had so many people die in, I imagine. So until there is nothing but silence, horrid smile and pale hands reaching out to me. Calling, beckoning, pleading. Terrified, I really am. I should be, but I have never been one to truly stay free. I've long learned that fear will not get me anywhere. Cowering in a corner doesn't keep me safe and it will not keep me alive. Not like rage does. I've learned to use this burning hate inside of me to survive. There's no difference now.
Stay away from me!
Why do you wish to leave?
This is where you belong, my lord.
I mean, you're being creepy as fuck.
Remember the blood we share?
Updated.
This is your home. Don't you remember? You promised to return, to stay, together with me, with us, with people no different from you.
You're really mistaking him for someone else.
What is she talking about, Luke? What does she mean?
Don't listen to her, she lies. I promised no such thing to anyone.
Yep.
Hannah, you're the one who bought this house. How should I know what she's babbling about? I never even wanted to be here in the first place.
True. It's a terrible case of mistaken identity. That must be it. I'm quite sure of it. I don't know this woman. This monster. Why would I say that to someone like her? My entire lifetime, I've only made and kept sincere promises to a mere two people, Hannah Evans and Eleanor Chandler. No one else. The rest of those who claim I've promised anything to them, go fuck themselves. Like hell. I mean, we are in bloody hell as far as I can tell. Given this place. I may enjoy the company of women, but I'm not an idiot to start spouting such nonsense to anyone. line must be drawn, especially if I am to keep myself alive. Yet she still goes on, says, make me appear a liar in front of these people.
Of course you still deny it. Have you truly forgotten? You haven't changed, I see. Still a deceiver.
She's lying!
You see, my love, nothing has changed. Still no difference, you and I.
You and I? What did the Lord make as a promise?
Just like the rest of us. Just like every single soul in this putrid wreck. We've waited for so long. You can hear them, yes?
All the plea of help? Yes?
Their pleas, their calls, their invitation.
I don't think it's an invitation.
Come, my lord. The house seeks its master.
The monster reaches out again. Her hands are gory, adherent sight, along with that smile across her face. Body's already moving on instinct. Settling back one step at a time in a desperate bid to be away from her. Anything to put distance between me and this vile creature. No matter what she said, nothing like her. And to get out of this house, out of this country, preferably. Hannah with me. Start a new life out of this dreadful city, start a family. Nothing for us here. Parents were long gone. Nothing to keep us tied to this place. Shurkin has likely been taken by this woman. He's not what binds me to this wretched city. I only need Hannah. Alright, we left him in the attic. We can leave. We can.
Careful, Luke.
Huh? My footsteps on something sent me sliding on my back and fly on the floor. Beside me, a paper familiar one flutters down. Oh, the letter! It's that thing again. Wait a second. How many people are alive? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck. There's only 5 people left! So it's this thing again. From the open house. Though it feels like it's a gimmick and more like a threat. Well, with the recent events. But this part of the letter is a lie, though. The rest of this was made, it's just this part was made by those kids. So it must have fallen from one of these peasants in the commotion earlier. They appear conflicted to see in my hands, but wisely keeps their opinions to themselves. And the damn thing to simply bear its grisly message for everyone in the room to see. Help me, help me, help me. Is this it? What's he been telling us? Why everything in my life has gone to shite because of some stupid old letter? Invitation indeed. One I am not willing to accept. Not any time. Top of the stairs, the creature moves again, drawing my attention back to her. Her gait remains slow and awkward as she walks forward, that smell never leaving her. But I don't. I won't give her the chance. I'm not dying here. Certainly I'm not getting myself to a hideous creature like her either. Adrenaline kicks in, despite panic gasps, worried glances from Daisy's friends. I pay them no mind as I reach the main door and... Without warning, it slams open, revealing the mansion ground like I'm expecting. Before my mind can even comprehend what's happening, black tendrils have already coiled tightly around my limbs, dragging every person in the foyer into the room. Huh? None of us even get to scream. Darkness completely envelops us, opens the doors, closing.
Understand where your place is now, my love.
What?
You belong here. Is it so difficult to grasp? We've been waiting.
Oh, so it took him somewhere else. Okay, well, before we continue to find out what the fuck is going on and how this is going to end up with everyone else, because I think everyone else is somewhere else? I don't know. Yeah, I'll just end the video here before I continue longer and make this video, I don't know, 2 hours long. Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed the video, I guess, because it's being very creepy, maybe hit the like button. And if you want to see more, be notified in the next part, maybe hit the subscribe button to be notified. And if you got anything to say in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Comrades,